actually in the UK as a biomedical scientist and you both did medical lab in Nigeria, and he just called you, guy, how far now? This one you finished your internship already. How far now? You won't come UK? Let's roll together. Let's rock UK together. And they're like, nah, I want to go to USA. Welcome. This video is actually for you. So you want to move into the USA. You want to dish that your friend that is in UK. You want to move to USA. Come closer. I have a gist for you. Hi besties! Happy New Year! It's still safe to say Happy New Year, right? I know, today is 17 and I'm still going to say Happy New Year because it's still a fresh year, right? And I'm just coming here. My name is Esther. I'm a registered nurse both in Nigeria and in the UK. I practice here, I live here. So, if you are a returning subscriber, you know the vibe, you know the drill, you know how we do it. Welcome back and Happy New Year to you. And if you're a new subscriber, let me sing. Please, don't come after my voice. It is my voice. You are welcome in the name of the Lord. And today, I'm not going to be doing anything about lifestyle or vlogging. I'm going to be talking about relocation plans. I'm sure you have guessed by the topic of what you see on your screen. Okay, so before I start anything, I'm so sorry I've not posted for like 2 weeks. Reason is because I've been responding to messages on some people sent me a message privately, so I've been responding to messages. Some dropped messages in the comment section for medical lab, for different videos I have made. People were asking questions, so I was taking my time to respond. I was taking my time to, some reached out to me, so I was like very busy with them, taking calls, talking to them, putting them through and everything like that. So some people, I understand that some people, when you make a video, they get it straight away. They get everything they need to get, even putting it practical. And I always try as much as possible to put it in a practical sense that makes sense. I mean, in sense that it is not so abstract and you know how it is, like looking so confusing for people. So I try to do as much research as I can and put some pictures on the screen as well to be able to match what we're talking about. So, but I understand that some people as well still need some assistance while doing it as well, even though they've watched the video severally. So, I was busy with that. That was it. That was basically it. So I feel like I should drop my IG handle because some people are not comfortable asking some questions online. I mean, in the comment section, some people are not comfortable answering the questions. So yeah, I'll drop it. And thank you to those that actually responded to my messages. Like there was a day I was at work. I saw the notification that somebody asked the question. I was like, oh, I'll do it during break. I'll just respond during break. And yeah, one thing. I was short of my break. Like my break was like, phew. So I could not even respond, and there was no good network where I was having my break. So I was like, oh, when I get home, then I'll reply. So, but I saw, when I got home, I opened it to reply, and I saw somebody already responded on my behalf. So the person just explained a bit of knowledge, and I was able to add. So I added to it eventually. So thank you so much for even adding to it. You know yourself. Thank you so much for adding to it in the first place. So yeah, that's why I said it's a community. We help each other, we grow, we talk. It's a free comment session. Now back to it. I am for MLS today. MLS, you have me today. You have my attention. So today I will be talking about how to relocate into the United States of America as an MLS practitioner. So before I actually go into anything, I will make a separate video, maybe today as well. Yeah, I'll make a separate video, just like a short clip. I'll put it on my YouTube shorts on the specialties in MLS, the ones I know, and if you know some as well, you can add it to it. But please go ahead if you want to have more knowledge on specialties that we have in MLS, because it was one of the questions I was asked in the comment section. So I feel like let me just make a short clip on it, on the specialties we have in MLS. So I'll just make that separately and I'll just put it on my YouTube shorts. If you want to have a look, please just have a look, like, and yeah, share. So back to it. Disclaimer, I am not an agency consultant for relocation or anything. I'm not recruiting. If you want to have a look on how to relocate into the UK as a medical lab scientist, to come here to work as a biomedical scientist, I have done the video on it and people are still watching the video and still sharing. My love for you guys. I'm still sharing the video. You can watch it. I came with full gist about medical lab, and I trust my medical lab people because they've been on my neck. Do for USA. So yeah, I'm here. And if you do not share it, that's okay. Firstly, I keep saying the first step to everything, every location, if you want to travel out of Nigeria, of Ghana, if you want to travel out, the first thing you need is your international passport. I keep saying it over and over and over and over again. So this video is going to be for either you are a Nigerian, a Ghanaian, whichever country you are in. This video, you can use it as well to take your step. So if you are in UK and you are international practitioner, that is, you trained in your home country, which is like Nigeria, for Ghana. So for this video, I'll be making emphasis on Nigeria as an example, but you can use it as well for your own processing. You can use it like basically the same thing, but because of examples, I might be using Nigeria. But if you're in UK here and you are a medical lab scientist and you want to relocate to USA, you can actually use this video as well to process everything. And UK people, in terms of if you are a Nigerian that you relocated to the UK and you want to move to USA as a medical lab scientist, you can actually use this as well. So yeah, basically, let's just go into it. I've talked too much. The first thing is getting your degree. So you need to graduate from an approved institution, either degree or diploma or HND or whatever they call it. So you have to graduate from an approved institution in your own country. So for MLS now, you have to graduate from MLS is like degree, like I think medical lab scientists, they go through university. So you have to finish from a university for MLS. For MLT, you have to finish from maybe like College of Medical Lab Technology, School of Medical Lab Technology, stuff like that. So you have to finish from that as well. And if you do MLT in I don't know if they do MLT in Polytechnic. If they do as well, you have to graduate first. When you now graduate, let's talk. And if you're actually in your final year or you're doing internship, you're doing something like that, we always do postings. Nursing or medical lab or medical doctor, physiotherapist, or there's like medical rehabilitation, medical rehab, and so on, pharmacists and all of that. All of us do clinical posting. Even those people outside medical line of whatsoever, they do outside healthcare, they do posting as well. Some call it US, some call it some call it their internship or something. You need that degree. Hold on to it. You would should be ready to finish your internship by then. By the time you are aiming towards coming towards this process of relocating into USA, you have to I'm almost done with my internship. So all those intern, come on to bike, come on spin this blood. Intern, come and do this. Don't worry, your time is coming. You do like this. So when you are moving to USA now, they'll come and tell you that come and spin blood. Excuse me. So don't worry, your shoulder pad will soon be like this. Nobody will call you intern, come and spin blood. Hey, student, come and do this. Hey, student, that would end soon. So so you need to do your postings as well. I would be emphasizing on it and telling you the reason why you need to do all these things in the video. Moving on, so getting your degree, the first step after doing your internship, now you've gotten your license as a medical lab technician or a medical lab scientist in your home country, the next step is getting international passport. Some of you have it, some of you don't. If you don't have it, it's very easy. I mean, yeah, I would not say it's very easy because it's stressful, but like it is worth it. You need your birth certificate. Your birth certificate should, I keep saying it every of my videos, your birth certificate should include your first name, your middle name, and your surname, the way it is on every of your documents. That's how it should be. Not that you are because your parents call you Shalewa, but Shalewa is never in any of your documents, and is not even in your it's never in any of your documents, but it's in your birth certificate. You now presented it. You have to make sure that your birth certificate is actually, the names on your birth certificate are actually aligning with all the documents you would be using or you have been using. Moving on, and if you've married, it's very easy. Just get marriage certificate to prove it that, oh, I'm still the same person, I just got married. That's it. So moving on, you need your you need passports, just like passport photograph, the one they take by the studio or by the roadside or anywhere. Just get passport as well. You need your NIN slip or your national ID card. Either of the two you have, that's fine. What I think you need? Yeah, I think basically that's it. And you need a certificate of origin. You need a certificate of origin as well. If you don't have certificate of origin, certificate of origin is just a proof of the state of origin you came from. In sense that, oh, I'm from Osun State. Where in Osun State are you from? If you are from Ife, for example, you have to tell your parents about it. I mean, just that you need your certificate of origin, or if you don't want to stress them that much, just tell them that, oh, I need certificate of origin. Where am I from in Ife? If they say, oh, you're from so place, find a local government in that family house there, and go to the local government and ask them to get your certificate of origin. I think you will pay some certain amount of money. I don't know how much it is currently, but 3 years ago was like 4,000 naira or something. So I don't know how much it is currently. So, but like it is going to be like, let's say highest is going to be 10,000, but it shouldn't be 10,000. But I'm just saying highest last 10,000, but like it's not going to be 10,000. So get your certificate of origin. All these things you have to prove and drop for what's that, at the passports, during passport screening and captioning. So these are the things you submit. I don't know how much they collect passports, international passport now. I have no idea, but just sort it out. Once you get your international passport ready, you're good to go for the next step. Mind you, I tried to find out if they do IELTS for medical lab. Now, one source said medical lab, you need to do English proficiency test. Another source said there is no need. And I'm like, what are we doing? So I checked the ASCP website as well. It said nothing about English proficiency. So I'm not so sure about the English proficiency aspect. I did everything I could, but one source, but it's not like reliable, said English proficiency needs to be done, but there's no spectacular English proficiency that's required. So if you have IELTS in your file, good, you can use. I don't know if you have, but I can't say on that aspect. So there's a question mark on IELTS or any English proficiency, there's a question mark. Next step actually is very interesting. Before I go on, for medical lab relocating to the UK, you don't have to write exam. For medical lab relocating to the USA, you are writing exam. So now, having gotten your degree and your license to practice after finishing your internship, the next step is for you to create an ASCP account. But you are not using ASCP, you are using ASCPI. So the ASCP, of course, in capital letter as an abbreviation, but I is just like just a small letter. Reason for the I is international, so ASCPI. American Society for Clinical Pathology International. The international ASCP actually, it means for international students, those that did not actually are not trained in USA. That's it. So all of you, you're from UK, you're from Nigeria, you're from Ghana, you are from Senegal, you are from Cameroon, you are from Morocco. All of you are ASCPI because you did not actually train from in USA. But assuming you are from Nigeria or Ghana or anything, but you are trained in USA as a medical lab scientist or medical lab technologist, anything, you go for ASCP. But if you have your if you're certified and licensed in your home country, or even if it's not your home country but it is not in USA, it is ASCPI you are going for. That's it. Now, ASCPI, these people, they are organizations that help in licensing medical lab practitioners in USA. Now, and this is what we call the aspect, like in a company we have sections and divisions. That's what ASCPI also, or ASCP are also. So ASCP, the division that help in getting your certification done and everything, help in this process, is called ASCP BOC. ASCP, that's ASCP BOC, means American Society for Clinical Pathology Board of Certification. Period. Moving on, there are different routes for applying for this. For when creating accounts, there are different routes. We have route 1, route 2, route 3, route 4, route 5. Route 1 and 2 are what I will discuss. And route 1 is the most preferred because majority of us, once we are done with internship and everything, we want to japa. So that is why I will explain route 2 as well. So if you fall under that category, you've been working for so long, if you're working for some time in your home country or wherever you are trained, and you feel like, oh well, I can apply for it, it suits my route, well, you can do it. But majority go for route 1 because all of us want to japa. So route 1 is the first thing that makes you qualify for route 1 is you graduated from an approved institution. Another requirement for route 1 is you are trained as an MLS in an approved setting, laboratory setting by the government. So you know that most of the time when we do clinical posting, we are posted, like we are divided into places for posting, like some go to different postings, some go to government hospitals for posting, different government hospitals for different postings that are actually approved by the government in your country. So that makes you eligible for being under route 1. The fact that you are trained as an MLS in an approved laboratory setting by the government of your country and it is approved, you are suitable for route 1. That was why I said your clinical posting goes a long way. So all of it that one farm posting. Guilty as charged. Anywho, route 2. Route 2 is degree in, if you have degree in MLS, of course, degree in MLS in an approved university in your home country. And the second that makes you qualified for route 2 is you have 3 years experience in an approved laboratory setting. You see why I said route 1 is what majority will go for, because once I'm done with my once I'm done with my internship, I'm looking for a way to japa in the first place. So and as for route 1, I saw route 2. Why won't I go for route 1? Route 1 is most preferred and what people basically go for because it is suiting to them. Now, other routes 3, 4, 5, you can look it up online. I'll put the ASCP website address. You can have a look. But actually, why? just go for route 1 or route 2 if you're qualified. Good for you. Moving on, you have to create an account. How do you create an account? I'm going to put the link on for ASCP on the screen, and you can click it to create an account. Now, the first thing it's going to ask you, of course, it's going to ask you for your username. Most of the time, it's always like your email address. Make sure the email you are submitting, it is functioning. I keep saying this thing. Make sure the email you are submitting, it is working. It's not the one that you've left for ages and you don't even know the password to it, or the one that your parents are using and you cannot access it, or the one that is not even something you can access every now and then. Make sure the one you are using is, you can't forget the password, you are always checking your email, is the one you are using. A very active email address is what you should use. So basically, that's what they ask for for your username. Then they will ask you to create a password. You fill in your personal details if necessary and sign in. It will send a verification link to you to know that, oh, is this actually you? Is your email address? It will send it to you a verification that confirmation email that confirm that you're the one that just signed in. So just click to your email and confirm, and it takes you straight in. Then the first step, like I said, is your personal details. The next thing it's going to ask you is it what routes are you going for? So the route you are going for, like I said, is route 1. I mean, the most preferred. You can go for route 2, but like the most preferred is route 1. So route 1, and it would ask you, are you going for ASCP or ASCPI? If you are not trained in USA as a medical lab practitioner, please, it is ASCPI that you are going for. Once you click that, it will ask you for checking your eligibility. Now, you need to check your eligibility for evaluation of your documents. There are three organizations that do that, but for MLS, in the past, WES, they call them WES, do evaluation. That is World Education Services. They do the evaluation of your documents. And their website, I don't know if it's still functioning, if they are still doing it for medical lab scientists, or it's still acceptable for them to do it for medical lab. But I'm gonna put the link on the description box for you to have a look. I'll put it on the screen as well. So it is www.wes.org, WES, WES. And the second one that do this body, they basically by their name self, you know that they are for nurses coming to USA, but they are now working to ensure that they help aligned health services where medical lab fall under. They are helping as well. So they are CGFNS. CGFNS is Commission of Graduates of Foreign Nurses. Oh, well, that is www.cgfns.org. So they help. That is the update that I received. So I basically think you just go for CFNS. They help you in the evaluation of your document. It comes with a price, but there is no particular information about the fee they charge for evaluating your document. Yes, they would help you in the evaluation of your documents. And make sure all the documents they ask you to send, you are sending to them. Make sure that these documents are in PDF. Make sure you name this document. If you are assuming you're sending your degree certificate now to CFNS, part of the documents you're sending, assuming you're sending that to CFNS, make sure that you are tagging it the way your names are, and put it there that CFM degree certificate. So Adebimpe, Adeshola, Adewale, degree certificate. Put it like that. Make sure it is in PDF before sending it to them. That makes it looks you are very intentional about your documents. So having said that, once they evaluate your documents, they will get back to you and send you an evidence, that like a document that your document they will send you a document that all the documents you sent to them has been evaluated. Yeah. So moving on, you continue on the ASCP app. I mean, you can always leave it, you can always go back, you can always leave it, you can always go back, you can always leave it, you can always go back. If you don't want to finish in the day, you can always leave it, you can always go back, you can always leave it, you can always go back. Now, having said all this, you need to submit all your documents. They will ask you to submit your documents to ASCPI bulk. Now, how do you send these documents? You need the documents you need to submit. One, your work experience or training documents form. You'll find this form online on that website page. On their website page, you will find these documents, and these documents include you find these documents online, and these documents should be filled by your employer, like your manager, your admin, hospital admin, your whoever employed you, your CMD, not CMD, but like your MD, somebody that employed you that can actually fill this document for you should fill it. And this person will also write a letter of authority that actually the one that wrote that letter of work experience is me, and that's letter of authenticity. This person will write a recognition letter or letter of authenticity that I'm the one that wrote that document, that is actually working with us, that this and that, that's letter of recognition, that's all about. And make sure that the letter of recognition is writing, make sure that it's a letterhead, that has to do with the name of the hospital where you work, and all of that is there. Right. So another document you need to send is evaluation of degree, the one you did with CFNS. The one you did with CFNS or WES, well, I think you should do with CFNS. The one you did with CFNS, you need to upload. Like I said, CFNS will send you documents that your document has been evaluated. So you will need to upload this to ASCP as well. Then you need your transcript from school. You need your degree certificates, and that's it. So as you're submitting this, I will paste the link where you submit it to. Your transcript, you can ask the school, whoever that is generating this thing for you, you can ask the person to send your school to send it directly to them, or you do it yourself. Either you tell your school to send it to them, or you do it yourself, because you have to send other documents inside with it. So the document you are sending it to www.ascp.org/book/INTL, that's abbreviation of international documentation. It's plenty. That's it. I put on the screen and I put in the description box. There are a lot of things I want to put in the description box. Okay. So these are the things you will need to submit to ASCP. Right. Now ASCP will check all these documents you've sent to them. Don't worry. It is actually you can do it. It's self-explanatory. The website guides you on what to do. The website will guide you. By the time you finish one step, the website will guide you on the next step. Don't worry. It looks abstract. It looks very abstract, but like the website will guide you on what to do. Now, if I'm able to do some pictorial demonstration, I'll put it like by the side of the screen for you to understand better. Now, ASCP will check your documents. It can take like 2 weeks for them to check your documents, but don't be scared. They are still checking it. You are not the only person that submitted documents. Right. So once they check your documents, they would send you a letter of admission. They call it letter of admission, which means that your document has been checked and you are eligible to proceed to the next step which is writing of examinations. Mind you, you cannot finish this application of sending your documents to ASCP. They will not review your documents unless you pay the application fee. So you cannot complete this application unless you pay the fee, and the fee is $240 US. I'm going to put the conversion in naira on the screen, but if you're not a Nigerian or wherever you are, do the conversion by yourself. Yep. So, but I'm going to put for naira on the screen. I would put for pounds as well on the screen, but if you're not in any of these countries, you can just do the conversion, please. Thank you. Then another thing I would say is, once you submit this application and they send you your letter of admission, the letter of admission is just basically telling you that, oh, you are eligible to, all your documents has been checked and you are eligible to go for the next step, which is actually examination. Right. So the examination, you can book the examination anywhere that there is Pearsonville center, examination center. Wherever there is Pearsonville center, there is in Nigeria, there is in UK, there is in Ghana. Wherever you find test center closer to you, please just book your exam. That's it. So I will put this link on how to book your the link on the screen. The site you can go when you want to book your examination, so you don't have to like keep going back and forth. Where do I open, which site do I open to write an exam? So www.ascp.org/boc, that's BOC/test-center. So the examination is actually $200 US. It's a lot, right? I think so too. I think it's a lot. But there is discount. I know you like sales. I know you like discounts. So in this case, there is discount for you that come from an international pricing policy. So if your country fall under the listed countries in international pricing policy, you have a discount, and the amount you are paying, instead of $200 US, you are paying $95 US. That's $95 US. That's like they cut it for you. So yeah, that's the amount you are paying if you. And let me just give you part of it. We have Nigeria, we have Ghana, some other African countries are part of the international pricing policy, so you have a discount and the amount you're paying is £95. Did I just say pounds? $95 US. Right. So once you book your exam in a test center that is comfortable and convenient for you to go to and write your exam, please don't forget the dates. Don't sleep. Forget the date, and don't go and book shifts instead of doing your exam. Go and do your exam. So you're writing the exam is actually, let me just give you a tip here. The exam is computer based test, and the way you wrote your JAMB that time, there is multiple choice. That's the same way you write this one, but it's just that this one is what do you even call it? They call it CAT. CAT is computer adaptive testing, basically CVT, but it's computer adaptive testing. That's what they call it. And the exam is 2 hours 30 minutes and it's 100 questions. 2 hours 30 minutes, 100 questions. They will ask you, I'll put it on the screen, some of the things, like the areas they will cover in when asking the questions. And like I said, 100 questions, 2 hours 30 minutes, you are done. Once you pass, once you fail, you won't fail in Jesus. By the God that you serve, you will not fail the exam. Once you pass it, so let me not say fail, but I'll still say, but like, yeah. Once you pass the exam, you will see it on your portal that you passed the exam. You get an email as well that you passed the exam, and you can look it up on your ASCP account. Or by this time you will have account, so you look it up on your ASCP account and you'll find it pass. So if it's the opposite, which is the fail, yeah, you find it there. They won't tell you your exact mark. You just tell you pass, fail. That's how it is. So, but once you pass this exam, which we are trusting God that you will, because the money is a lot, but then once you pass, they would give you send you a certificate, and that certificate can take about 2 to 5 weeks before the certificate comes. Send you the certificate. You are now a licensed practitioner in your home country. Let me use Nigeria for example. So you are now a licensed practitioner both in Nigeria and in the USA. Don't play. Your style is not playing this. Don't play. I'm now a US licensed practitioner in MLS. So don't go and think don't go and think you're far. You have go far. So yeah. So I just had to do that. But on a more serious note, once you get this, you are now a licensed practitioner in USA. Now the next thing is, of course, we are still focused on the fact that you want to relocate. You have to obtain visa screening certificate. How do you do that? You can do that via CFNS. You go on their website and there's a part you have to click for your visa screening certificate. So you can update that from CFNS as well. And having gotten that, the next step for you is job hunting. Hey, wait, this is the part. So please whatever you do during job hunting, please make sure the job you are taking or the job you are actually applying for has a visa sponsorship by the employer. Make sure it is the employer that is sponsoring you. Please, it is not even easy. Trust me, it is not easy to get a job that the employers will sponsor you. They don't really like it. It's not like UK like that. Like you can basically you get someone to you get the employers. Most of the employers will sponsor you. Let's say 85% of the employers will sponsor you coming to the UK for like jobs, getting a job. Like you being an they'll give you COS and all of that. But please, you need to get an employer that will sponsor your visa. Then put it that way. Now, if you have gotten this with prayers, with everything, you got a job that has visa sponsorship with your employer. Now, the waiting part is the visa processing. The visa processing is long, but then is what's the wait? I mean, you're already a medical lab licensed practitioner in USA. So yeah, we are doing countdown. We're almost there. So once you get this sorted, your visa processing is sorted. You are now going. Your employer will tell you when your date of resumption and all of that. They will communicate with you. Just make sure you are in good terms and communication with your employer. When I say good terms with your employer, make sure you are like always on your email, because they will communicate with you via email. So always on your email. It's not that they will send you email the day before yesterday. We are now replying like next week. Nobody's sending that one. Yeah, your phone is you're always at alert. You're always knowing when to reply. You know when they send the email. If they send the email now, if possible, backfire the email. Send it back. If they ask you A, send the answer straight. If they ask you that have you done this? If you ask for one document, send it back. So whatever documents they ask you at that point, I mean you're almost done. Whatever documents they ask you at that point, just submit everything. And I would say you should apply for an appropriate state license where your job is located. For instance, if you got a job in New York, get your license in New York as as well. Apply for state license as well. I would say that apply for. So if you get a job in let me not use New York. Let me use Los Angeles. Get your state license there. If you get a job in Houston, get your license, state license as well. Apply for it and get it done. By that, I think we are done. Like, you're already in USA. Just gonna pack your bag, pack everything. You're going to USA. So with everything I have said, I think I'm done with MLS. I'm done with the processing of coming to USA as a medical lab scientist. So it's not like nurses for UK nurses. You have to come here first before getting your license, before licensed as a nurse in the UK. The same process for medical lab in USA. In terms of doing your exam, you are still in your home country, you are still wherever you are, and you are doing the exam, and you are sorted with license. You're already licensed once you pass the exam. It's the same way stylishly for medical lab coming to the UK, because just that medical lab coming to the UK do not write exam. They don't have exam to write, but they get licensed to wherever they are. Even before coming to the UK, they're already licensed. So it's like more like the same thing. So I think all this being said, I have come to the end of the video. If you have any question for me, please, you can ask in the comment section. If you don't feel very comfortable asking question in the comment section, I totally understand. I would put my Instagram handle as well. You can reach out to me and I'll reply. I would always reply. I'll always reply you because I know how it is. I know it is a lot of first of all, the fact that you're saying that you want to jack yourself, it is a lot of step, and you're taking a bold step. You're spending money and everything, so you don't want anything to even go wrong at all. So if you like this video and you want to see more of it, more of it, please, I just got to beg you. It's a new year. Please like, share, subscribe. Click that subscribe button. It's not going to it's not asking you to pay anything. It's not collecting any money from you or anything. All you just need to, it's free. All you just need to do is subscribe, please. That is how you're going to help me and help you to grow on this channel as a community. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video, and I'm going to take it as a wrap here. Bye.